friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rouge like the color, and today I'm going to talk about Latisse and if it works, how it works, and if I like it and if I recommend it. Before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about what Latisse is. Latisse is a product that is marketed to make eyelashes grow longer and fuller. You can get Latisse at any medi-spa or doctor's office. Usually you need a prescription to purchase it. It's really important to talk to your doctor first before starting Latisse to make sure that you don't have any sort of eye problems that would be a contradiction to you using this product. The question that I get often is, does it work and if it's something that I should get? I love lashes. I think it just outlines the eyes. I love rich, thick lashes. I love long lashes. I love it all. And I have experimented with using fake eyelashes. I've gotten eyelash extensions. I've tried all sorts of different mascaras. I wanted to try Latisse because I didn't want to deal with the fuss of putting fake eyelashes on. I got eyelash extensions. I loved them. I thought they were amazing. The problem with eyelash extensions for me was that I had to be extra careful when I was washing my face. I couldn't get the eyelash extensions wet. When I was taking off my eye makeup, I couldn't use an eye makeup remover that had an oil base because then it would dissolve the eyelash glue. And I really just kind of like to touch my face and really get into my eyelashes when I'm washing my face. And so I found that I couldn't do that when I had the eyelash extension. It just didn't feel like something that was right for me. But I do have patients that love their eyelash extensions and that is their go-to. So if it works for you, awesome. Before I talk about Latisse, we should talk a little bit about hair growth and how the eyelashes grow. All the hair in our body, including our eyelashes, grow in 3 different phases. They grow in the anagen phase, which you can kind of think of it like the baby. The anagen stage is when the hair follicle is in the hair bud and it's kind of birthed, but it's hanging out in the bud. The second stage is the catagen stage, and you can kind of think of this as the teenage years. It's a short period of time when the hair follicle has left the bud and it's still developing. And the final stage is the telogen stage, which is the growth phase. And this part is the part that lasts the longest, depending on where your hair is coming from. Telogen stage on our head is a lot longer versus the telogen stage in our eyelashes is a lot shorter. Telogen stage leaves the nest and it just continues to grow and grow until it finally reaches its end point, depending on where the hair is growing from, and then the whole cycle starts all over again. How Latisse works is it elongates that telogen stage. So it's not necessarily creating new hair follicle, but it's just making the already present hair follicles last a lot longer. And that's why a lot of times with Latisse, you get more of a lengthening of your lashes versus a fullness. If you do decide to get Latisse, you'll get a little bottle that looks like that, and it comes with a ton of little brushes like this. You take a brush, I open the lid, I place 1 drop into the lid, and then I take my 1 brush, dip it in the lid, and then I apply it on my lashes. Throw that away. Then I do the same thing, 1 drop, I take my other brush, dip it in, and then I put it on my other one. Put it on at night, and then you go to sleep, and then the next day you just wash your face like normal, and it takes about a month for you to see a difference. Once I got to the length of the lashes that I wanted, instead of doing it every single night, I would just do it every other night, and sometimes I would do it every 2 nights. I've been using Latisse for the last 5 years. Sometimes I use it for a good 3 months at a time and then kind of give it a break. Eventually, over a period of time, if you stop using the Latisse, your eyelashes will just go right back down to their normal length. Does it work? Here you can see that I have my baseline. See them 1 month later, and then 2 months later, and then 3 months later. I have noticed a absolute dramatic difference in my eyelashes. They're longer, they appear more full, and I love them. It does come with a couple side effects, so you want to definitely talk to your doctor before you decide if this is something that you want to do. If you have light colored eyes, it can permanently change the color of your pupil. So I've seen patients come in with light blue eyes and then the eye color changes to brown. The other complication is that it can make the pigment of your eyelid, either on the top or the bottom, color can change, and that's reversible, meaning that if you have a little bit of a light colored eyelid, it can make it a little darker or even red. If these are things that you don't want to have, definitely don't get the Latisse. You can opt for something that has a little bit less side effects, like using mascara or using fake eyelashes, or even getting extensions if you want. My eyes are brown, so it didn't change the hair color for my eyes, but it did change the eyelid color. So I do have a slight pigment change in my eyelid. I don't mind it because typically I just either put cover up on it or I'll do a bronze look anyway. But if it's something that bothers you, definitely talk to your doctor before. One thing that I did notice though, I was putting on a little bit too much of the Latisse on my eyelid. I would get a little bit of crusting in the corner of my eye. And when I was tweezing my eyebrows one day, I noticed that I kept going more and more out to tweeze my eyebrows, and then I noticed that I had a little bit of hair growth here. And then I panicked until I realized what it was doing. Latisse is stimulating the telogen stage of each one of our hair follicles, and the excess was dripping down onto my cheek and kind of staying there. So it started triggering the hair growth on this part of my cheek. It wasn't a big deal, I just waxed it off, and then I was a lot more careful on how I applied the Latisse going forward. That's it. I really hope that you liked this Latisse review. If you have any questions about Latisse, please leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know if you like these kinds of videos, and I'll make some more. Follow me on my Instagram at RougeNotBeige. Subscribe below if you haven't already done so, and remember, don't be beige, be rouge like the color. See you next time. Bye!